Speedsters, we've got the Season 7 Flash trailer. DC Fandome has started. I just realized I'm going to be so busy. And the Flash trailer. Guys, welcome to a brand new video on the Flash Season 7 trailer. If you aren't aware already, this leaked quite a long time before they showed it at DC Fandome, which gave me the opportunity to look at it, talk about it, and well, yeah, seriously, it's actually quite helpful, to be honest. Obviously, I'm not, by the time you're seeing this, I'm uploading it when it's officially released. Any kind of new panel information I may put in this video, but I may do a whole separate video breaking down everything we kind of learned from the Flash Season 7 panel. This is strictly a dissection, an analytical breakdown, as usual, like I would normally do for a trailer of the Flash, especially one, introducing, the upcoming. Well, this is kind of weird because it's not really. It is Season 7, but as a lot of you should know, this is self-cannibalized footage from the end of Season 6, which they're putting into the beginning of Season 7. A lot of you should know that already. So without further ado, I'm going to, of course, show the trailer, and then, as usual, we're going to get to breaking it down. So, roll the trailer.
I've achieved my goal. This company is all mine. You lost your speed? You're not much of a threat, are you? You just stay out of my way, Flash.
Iris is my wife. I have to save her.
What are you? I am a product of your broken mind.
How much speed do you have left?
Enough for a few hours. I need your help to build an artificial Speedforce. That's how I can get my speed back.
I was an empath too, only I never held back. What did you do to me? Imagine what you'd become if you weren't so afraid. This time, no one is coming to save you. Not your friends, not your husband. There's only two options in this place. Survival or madness. Cannot be all.
You lied.
Yeah, I lied.
Oh, frack.
There's a supersonic jet about to crash over the city.
And the Flash isn't fast enough to stop it.
Eva can move anywhere, through any mirror in the universe, in the blink of an eye. She's faster than I am, and somehow I'm supposed to stop her?
I have unfinished business and a whole world to liberate.
We need a plan. We've all lost so much this year. Some things can't be taken. We still have our will to fight for those we love.
Keep watching. Keep trying to break me. Because I'm not afraid of the woman that I am today. But you are, Eva.
Team Flash needs as many hands on deck as possible. We're now Flash.
We go save Iris and our friends.
Get everybody back.
So, you just saw the trailer. Obviously, I would love to know your thoughts and speculation after hearing mine at the end of this video down in the comments below. But my first impression, I'm going to be purely and bluntly honest. I don't lie on this channel. I'm a big fan of the show, but it doesn't mean I don't feel feelings. It was underwhelming. But I do want to very much so stress, severely stress, that's because we didn't get any juicy little bits of like mad teasers of stuff, which naturally is just showing the remainder of the storyline, which, I know a lot of people are fans of. I found it kind of mediocre to like, decent, but it wasn't mind-blowing. I think we're all waiting for that kind of cobalt blue kind of thing, the reverse Flash cliffhangery thing to be just in full swing in Season 7, the Godspeed thing picked up. Like, that is what would get me exhilarated. But naturally so, because of the pandemic, like, I don't blame them. I'm just being honest. Like, my expectations weren't mega high, but naturally that was just an advertisement for the footage they had already shot from Season 6 of The Flash, which they need to finish off the storyline, and also pertaining to the synopsis of Season 7. Don't forget, they literally gave it away, but obviously so. It's not like Team Flash was going to be defeated forever. Team Flash defeat Ava McCulloch, but in doing so, I'm paraphrasing here, they unlock a much far greater powerful threat that threatens Barry and Iris's marriage, blah 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 blah. And that's all interesting stuff. I'm sure that is being revealed by the time I'm even freaking releasing this video to you at the panel. They probably, or have probably already spoken about it. Who knows? I may have edited it into this video, but as I said, expect like so many videos this weekend, but also expect a full dedicated tidbit detailed breakdown of the panel. Don't forget, guys, like, we've got a whole separate panel for mainly DC TV stuff going on, with DC Fandome having now split into 2 events. If you do not know what I'm on about there, check out my video uploaded a couple of days ago. I go into details about the DC Fandome changes and how we're going to get a lot more DC TV stuff in September 12th specifically. But without dragging this on for too much further, you know, the Mirror Master, or Mirror Mistress, should I say, storyline, it's okay. I wasn't blown away from it by it, and also there's a lot of people who have thoughts about, obviously, Iris in the Mirrorverse and how that's kind of dragged out a bit, but obviously we're nearing the end of the original season 6 now, so like, this is all coming to a close, but technically at the beginning of the Flash season 7, you get my point. And also the artificial Speed Force, like, that is going to be interesting as well. So right at the beginning of this trailer, Ava has achieved her goal. Like, McCulloch Industries is now all hers. She's defeated the Flash, who has also lost his speed, and, you know, obviously he's not much of a threat to her, and that is as we remember things, because she spared him as he was on the floor, completely broken, crippled, and defeated. Like, she's so kind of full of herself now that he's nothing to be concerned about, which is something I kind of like about that character. She's so unfazed by the Flash, who has now lost his speed, that it doesn't remotely bother her. She's really feeling like the big boss lady now, going around all the mirrors in the world within a blink of an eye. But don't forget about Iris. I mean, how could we? Because that storyline's been going on for quite a while now. But either way, some of this stuff looks fairly interesting. It's just expanding upon the stuff we already know. You know, it seems that Iris staying in the Mirrorverse is really getting to her. They made this evident in season 6. This is kind of weird me talking about this, because this still technically is season 6, but you get my point. We all know how over time it drove Ava mad, and this seems to be the way that kind of happens, or like how Ava became who she is. And it's very interesting the way they're deciding to show it in this trailer and explore it in these episodes, because we see this other kind of Iris introduce herself saying, I'm a product of your broken mind. And throughout the trailer, I'm just going to link scenes, because as we all know, you know, trailer scenes are scattered. All the Iris stuff into one condensed little bit of this breakdown. She says, this time, no one is coming to save you. Not your friends, not your husband. There's only 2 options in this place: survival or madness, of which you can probably assume Ava eventually, with the amount of time she spent in there, you kind of can't blame her. Didn't choose survival. She, after a long time of choosing survival, then finally chose madness, which I'm assuming then kind of engulfs you with that byproduct of the broken mind version of yourself, which, you know, we're now seeing with Iris, and I'm guessing because Ava surrendered herself to that, that is the version of her walking out in the real world now, who is now this kind of version of herself she never used to be back, you know, when she was normal, way before going into the Mirrorverse. And obviously Iris is fighting that. You can hear her throughout the trailer trying to reassure herself by saying, whoever you are, you're not real. She goes on to say, keep watching, keep trying to break me, because I'm not afraid of the woman I am today, but you are, Ava. Kind of pertaining more to what I just said. This isn't really the real Ava, or at least the person she used to be. And I think deep down, Iris knows that she's kind of not liking who she is, or like she's afraid of like who she is now. But in other news, speedsters, Barry only has a few hours left of his speed. Something that I'm genuinely looking forward to is that being over. The artificial Speed Force, that watch, like I'm telling you, it's very similar to my smartwatch in a way. It's been like on the ticker, like running out for ages, it feels. They kept stressing it, but it never ran out. But finally it's going to. It's evidently in this trailer. And as a result, Barry needs Chester's and everyone's help for building that artificial Speed Force. Now at this point, or should I say, I've just collected all of the relevant scenes related to the artificial Speed Force and I'm talking about it now. Everyone seems to be reacting to something, at least to what you're seeing on screen right now. And this appears to be in the room with the artificial Speed Force machine. So it looks like they ran the test and they're reacting to maybe Barry just on the floor, probably flopped out. You know, you see Chester get up and they're like, what's going on? Also, I could be going way off mark here, but this also once again looks like the same room as the artificial Speed Force machine test going on. And here, Allegra is using her powers, possibly on that little orb that Nash was working on in the trailer, to maybe just help contain it. They're obviously building more things to make this artificial Speed Force thing a thing, if you will, but she's having to contain it or something through using her powers, because otherwise it may go very, very wrong. But speaking of that orb, here it is again in Star Labs with Allegra using her powers once again. However, Barry seemingly pushes her out of the way and for some reason gets an angel freaking halo ring above his head. What? I mean, this could be possible Speed Force energy. I mean, this is just what I think would be the most popular assumed theory, because I'm assuming that orb pertains to the artificial Speed Force, and this is, I mean, this could be the moment where he gets his brain fried with the new Speed Force. I've got a feeling it might not be, especially with that moment where something fell off Barry's head. I have no idea what it is, but this moment can't be all that too serious, as everyone seems to be more concerned about what fell on the floor. You know, they're just looking down like that, while Barry's head and brain is getting fried with that little freaking Speed Force energy halo ring, or at least what I assume to be is Speed Force energy. It could be something else. It doesn't exactly look like the traditional electrified Speed Force energy. It's more of like a plasma-y weird kind of thing. So I would love to know your ideas on that as well. Obviously, there's still a bit of ambiguity here with exactly what's going on. I mean, we know Barry's going to get his speed eventually, but we don't know exactly how it's going to go down, other than that machine working successfully with Chester P. Rung's help and everyone's help just banding together and making it work. Look who's back! Top has returned and seems to be working as a black hole agent. Now, don't forget that she can use her vertigo powers, and it looks like she's trying to appeal to Cecile and her powers as well, just saying, imagine what you could become if you weren't so afraid. It just makes me think of like Earth 64 Cecile, who turned out similar to Top or something like that. By the way, she looks like she gets vertigo, but this interestingly does link into something I'll talk about in just a second. We have Chester saying, oh frack, because a supersonic jet is about to crash in Central City, of course, and the Flash isn't fast enough to stop it. Progressively throughout the trailer, Barry is just putting emphasis on how difficult this is. I actually don't mind this. Some people always say, oh, but the Flash is always about, oh, I'm not fast enough, but this makes sense, quite literally, because it's like, Ava can move anywhere through any mirror in the universe in the blink of an eye. She's faster than I am, and I'm supposed to stop her, especially with him losing his speed. Now, we obviously get reused footage in this trailer to emphasize different parts and, you know, help fill different bits in, but we also get reused footage of Barry's fight with Godspeed. That is just like a little pointer of, hey, don't forget, we are still pursuing that. We are still doing the Godspeed thing. You know, obviously with the teaser of, the one who sent me wants ultimate, all the velocity, or whatever he said, so that will be picked up, and this is just a reminder of that. But obviously they don't have any new Godspeed footage to tease us with. This trailer as well, we do see Mirror Mistress or Ava, Mirror Master, whatever you want to freaking call it, go into this warehouse looking place where it seems that Black Hole are storing a lot of their stuff. You can see the logos absolutely everywhere, riddled over everything, and they have some guards coming out. She's destroying it all, and you can just kind of link in the scenes with Barry present here in the trailer because the background is similar, also even Top, and that's likely because, as I said, Black Hole agent, she's got the logo there, she's got her costume on. This is probably before she gets apprehended and then has that conversation with Cecile in the episode. Now, why is Ava destroying it? Well, we can't forget she kind of, in her skewed mind, wants to, and as she said herself, I have unfinished business and a whole world to liberate. I mean, we can't forget how she isn't a big fan of her husband, and we kind of know how that ended, and likely seeing what he built with Black Hole isn't something she wants to remain standing. Now, I'm pretty sure I just went over everything that was in the trailer. I mean, I am looking forward to it a little bit, but I'm kind of looking forward to it being over and getting into the real cool season 7 stuff with him already having the artificial Speed Force, getting onto new villains. That's going to be the most exciting thing, especially, you know, I've been racking my brain ever since we got that synopsis for season 7, the tease of this new and even more powerful threat that, oddly, very specifically, as I keep reiterating throughout the videos when I cover this, threatens Barry and Iris's marriage. Who is that? I mean, a lot of people like pointed to Cobalt Blue. That would be awesome. That would be freaking awesome. But we're gonna have to wait and see. So as usual, guys, let me know what you thought of this trailer. It really is just a mashup of the self-cannibalized episodes that we're gonna be seeing. Don't forget, any new information that we get that is absolutely gilded with amazingness and stuff that I would absolutely talk about, I will be talking about. But as of when I'm making this video, it's just this trailer, so this is just a specific trailer breakdown. I'm sure you guys understand. A lot of the DC TV stuff, do not forget, is happening September 12th. I just want to remind you guys, because a lot of people still aren't aware of the DC Fandome changes that they only announced 3 days before the event. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate a like. I'm going to be so busy and working my ass off this weekend for the channel, so make sure you stay subscribed with every notification on. Make sure you tick every notification if you're clicking on the bell button, because, oh man, there's gonna be the Batman videos, Suicide Squad videos, the Shazam videos, Aquaman. There's gonna be so much. It's actually overwhelming. But aside from that, I'm gonna sign off now. Thank you so much for watching, Speedsters. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.